Power Sales Training. Back at you with another episode of my sales training videos, my number 6. You are glad you joined me. So we all know that sales occurs everywhere, including in the medical profession. And today, we are going to be talking about the top of that food chain, which are the doctors. Now, I am not talking about the PhD people. They call themselves doctors, and they are not. We are dealing more with your Marcus Welby types. And one of the things you got to remember about these types is that they are a bit uppity. I'm a doctor. I save lives. You know, you can see them running down the hallway in their white coat, expecting everybody to get out of their way because they have an emergency. Yeah, they're in a hurry. What about us? I mean, there we are, sitting in their offices, you know, cooling our heels for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, reading these old copies of, Newsweek and People magazine. They're in a hurry. What would it be like if they sat there, resting for a while under the fluorescent lights, reading People and boning up on the love life of Justine Bieber? I think you'd see a change. Anyhow, you got to get on their level, quick, very important. And the way you're going to do this is you're going to do 3 things. Number 1, I want you to go out and buy one of those white coats that they wear. They're not expensive. Number 2, I want you to get one of those rubber periscopes they wear around the neck. And number 3, I want you to start learning words that they use. Words like clinical and words like step, which by the way just means fast or quick. And they're in such a hurry they can't say fast or quick. They got to say step. Yeah? You also want to use words like systolic and apostolic, which refers to like the pressure in the blood, which is caused by being nervous. So you're going to put on your white coat, you're going to put the thing around your neck, and you're going to start walking through the hallways of the hospital. And you're going to just start using these words to no one in particular. You're going to be acting like you own the joint. Put him on a gurney. His apostolic numbers are through the roof. Prep him for surgery, stat. And by doing this, you're going to be getting right into their little club. See where I'm going with this? Okay. Now, for those of you who might be getting confused with all these technical terms, what you need is an additional technical resource. So I want you to get on the computer at another time and start going to the YouTubes and start watching all these old episodes of the ER. With Clooney. He's a good dresser. Sometimes we get confused, the two of us. And also watch the old episodes of the General Hospital. And after 4 or 5 days of doing this, you too are going to be an expert and good to go. So, to bring all this together, to kind of fold it back in and you get the target, the bullseye right in the middle, you're going to hit it. You got to think about this. You got to think about adapting. Adapting to the doctors. Matching the doctors, right? So, if you have an interview, you got a meeting with a doctor, let's say it's at 10:30. I want you to come 10 minutes late. I want you to come 15 minutes late. And when you arrive, no apologies. They respect this. You're just going to walk into the room, nice and breezy, and say, Dr. Proctolowicz, I had another customer who had an emergency. And then you're just going to sit down and just launch right into it. Start asking him what his symptoms are. What's wrong with his business. And as he starts to answer you, as he's talking, I want you to interrupt him. Frequently interrupt him. Spend no more than 5 minutes with him. And spend most of the time checking your phone for messages while you nod your head and pretend you understand what he's saying. Then I want you to hand him a piece of paper. On this piece of paper, you're going to scribble out in kind of bad handwriting 2 of your most expensive services. You're going to hand him the paper and say, I want you to call my assistant and order these stat. And then as you're backing out of the room, while he's still talking, you're going to say the following thing. I want you to call me in a couple of days. Check in with my secretary and let me know how things are going. This is beautiful. You do these things, you follow powers, you do what you're told, And you are going to make millions in the medical sales industry and in all sales combined. I'm promising you this. You stick with Powers and make millions, baby. Boom!
You don't know sales until you know dick.